Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare. Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'm just advertising, letting people know we're alive here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. It's not showing up. Here it is. Is this it? Oh, there you go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. Yes. Hare Krishna. Welcome, everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Anybody wants to come on, you can. I put the link in the description here. This time I can see it. I'm on the computer. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I feel a little hyped up. I told her put an extra shot in the latte today because I only had decaf this morning left. Maybe that was a mistake. Now I feel like I can jog down the street. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, oh boy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. There she is. All right, man. Now my chanting's going to get better. All right. I just need to see some associates of the Lord, man. That'll help. There we go. Now just put your foot on my head so I can chant the holy name in great happiness forever. Give me your blessings, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. I already feel it, man. Yes. Krishna has given me the association of devotees. This is value, man. This is a store of value here. Man, this is safety. You want safety, man? This is safety, man. This is safe as you're ever going to be, man. Your soul is safe here, man. Nowhere else, man. You could be locked in your house and you're still getting found safety, man. Don't listen to those bullshitters, man. Those Fauci's, they're all lying, man. Yeah. Krishna's safety personified. If safety comes from him, it's all about him. He's the safe, man. We've cracked that safe, man. Haven't we? Haven't we, Lolita? We've cracked that safe, man. You opened that door, man. Whatever you want to call it, man. We're unlocking the contents, taking them out and throwing them everywhere, man. Yeah, just like throwing the contents everywhere, and that's safe, man. Krishna's had it locked up long enough, 550 years. Even the recent Acharya's been keeping it locked up. Well, Prabhupada said, open it up now. Open that safe. You cracked it, man. Throw it all over the place, man. Get in there, reach in and get all that gold and jewels, and just throw it all over the place, man. Just knock a few people out if you have to. Just throw it all over the place, man. Anybody can come and get the valuable jewels here. Hare Krishna, yes. And Lalita's one of them there, man. She's a jewel. Take her. Just take her home in your pocket. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna, oh Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. How come I can't get any of these gurus to meet my challenge, man? Why are they so afraid? What is going on here? What do they think? I'm immature or something, or I'm not worthy to contend with? Too full of false ego. Maybe this is the real ego. Maybe this is true arrogance. Maybe like father, like son. Man, my father was very arrogant. Very arrogant, man. Lord Caitanya was the most arrogant. You know, when you find a real devotee, you might find the most arrogance in the world too. Also, like that, man. He was arrogant. Nobody could defeat him. So let's see if it's true, man. Let's prove it, man. Come on, man. Chari Dave, come on over here. Prove that Gorahari is just a fool. Of course he's a fool, man. Come on, prove it, man. I am a fool. I admit it, self-admitted fool. I think he's afraid that he'll be found out to be a fool, and that would be terrible, huh? I'm already a fool. I can't lose. He might find out he's a fool and win. And nobody wants to win when you're in Maya, man. And you're an idol, idling away your time, being guru or something. Uh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. You think they could be really real gurus and reveal their real minds and what they talk about in the GBC meetings and all that stuff? You think anybody would go for it? You think it's much different than what's going on in politics if you knew what was going on in their minds and how they're laughing at everybody who believes their bullshit? Yeah, these gurus are laughing at you guys, inviting about you following the people over there. You following people who don't have any ecstatic devotion. That is the greatest. That is talk about a joke. Eh? I can only point it out here because ecstatic love is here. We can reveal all these things to our heart's content, man. Because the real thing is here, man. Therefore, why don't we point out every little illusion there, man? You ain't getting back to Godhead until you find real devotion. That means you find the real devotee who has real bhakti. Hey, man, Lalita's proof of that, man. She's happy. Let's do a photo op here. We'll bring Acharya Dev and we'll put him in his face, his mug with her mug. Let's see who looks more happy. That's how you really tell. Who has the greatest happiness? Who looks the most blissful and ecstatic, right? I think that's a good. Let's do a photo op. Let's do a comparison, like Mina did. Remember when she did that, the before and afters? Why don't we do some more of that stuff? Yeah, I'm confident, man. I got backing, Amy. Man, I how can I, how can you not become overly confident when you have, the ones who created the whole material universes and are sustaining them by their Maya, Mahamaya. And I got that yoga Maya living in me. Yeah, it makes me a little overly proud, overly everything, overly ecstatic, overly humble sometimes, overly arrogant, overly intelligent, overly. I can't help it, man. I got those two living inside me, man. What are you gonna do, man? It's so overly. Everybody thinks it's, it's the opposite. Hare Krishna, Hare. Hey, and guess what? I'm not miserly. It can be in you too. You can have the same wealth that I have, man. I ain't here to be a miser. Just, yeah. What is this? All they have are the original gurus there. None of their disciples make any progress. They didn't make any progress yet either. All they got was a title. All they got were buildings. You think that's real Krishna? To get buildings and titles? Are you talk about laughable? To get followers who can't tell what is really spiritual and what is material and what is an awakened person and who is not? You think you can make any progress at all? The only progress is you realize you're a fool and you've been fooled by Maya. That's the big progress. You get this bhakti and you get everything. The titles come, everything comes, man. Titles, the knowledge comes. I didn't have to study. Charlie Dave, he must have put in hours to try to memorize his verses to sound impressive. To study Sanskrit and everything, to preach into intelligent people, get PhDs. Look at all the energy he has to put out. Oh, what do? I just chant the holy name, and Radha and Krishna just waken in the heart, and then everything's accomplished. Who wouldn't want the easy way? And then he and all the rest of them can't even deliver their disciples to boot. Here, we deliver the disciples. We have all the knowledge, all the ecstatic bliss, you know, all purification. We got everything, man. Yeah. This is the most valuable place in the world. Why aren't more people understanding that? Yeah. Well, nobody's standing up for the truth and witnessing. I'm just sharing. Hey, man, am I lying? Do you ever see anybody as happy as this? Well, maybe Lalita more. I'm jealous of that. Do you see anybody more intelligent than what's coming through here? And I'm not on my own this because I got some backing here. I got Mr. Intelligent, living inside, I'm just, like Biden, man, just like reading from the teleprompter. That's all. That's it. Yeah. Doesn't it say in Prabodhana Saraswati's book on how to find a real associate of Lord Chaitanya? Find the most intelligent devotee you've ever seen. Find the most ecstatic devotee you ever seen. What's the problem? Why can't you do that, man? Do you want love of God? Anybody out there? Well, you got to find an example of love of God. What is so difficult to understand? It's right before everybody's eyes, but they have to hear it said. The vibration of truth, they have to see it emanating from somebody. Otherwise, they won't get it. It's just in the book, and then they speculate on develop checklists that it's this. It's something else other than what it is. That's the great illusionists. And people believe the illusionists. Sachi got a letter in the mail today. It says, Gohar, he's in debt, $18,000. Oh, and we want to give him $28,000. Oh, I'm really interested. Oh, I'm in debt, and they want to help me, and they want to give me double what I'm in debt in, an extra, money. This is illusion. All illusions everywhere, man. I said, "Will you?" And she almost believed it. I said, "And you believe it? That's what Maya's doing, throwing baloney all over the place. You notice scams everywhere now, everywhere. Scams. Some guy says he's from South Africa and wants to help you, and it's the opposite. He wants to rip you off. Good Lalita learned her lesson, man. She didn't get out of here. Yeah. Everywhere's a scam except here. Really. I mean, maybe there's some other place. I don't know, but this is the only place I know where they're not scamming you in some way. You know, you know, until you realize the real treasure, and you can not only experience it yourself, but you can communicate it to others. There's some level of a scam going on, wouldn't you say? Until you know the truth personally and you can communicate. That was Jesus. That's why he's still around, man. He had that truth and he could communicate it to others. See, that's and he did. 11 people got it. Now it's a little more obscure because people, oh, I got the Holy Spirit, and they don't know what it is. They just say it. Who knows? I know. I can tell. It's another thing. You get discernment. I never asked for it. Just comes because when God is living in you, it's supposed to be that way. We're cripple-minded, like Prabodhanand. No, Krishnadas Kaviraj said, "I'm just a cripple-minded person." You hear that over and over. Cripple-minded, cripple-minded. Everybody's cripple-minded until we're connected with our source again, and then you become bold. You become clear. You become logical. You become intelligent. Best of all, become ecstatic, blissed, enraptured out of your gourd every day, increasingly. Now, that's pretty good. You show me some more wealth more than that. People don't know what wealth is. They need a communicator. But to communicate, you have to show people that you got intelligence. That means I got the Lord, man. You got bhakti. That means you got Radha. Eh? Otherwise, it won't be here. They have to come up with some checklist or something. Everything other than devotion to Krishna. Isn't that amazing? Everything on that checklist has nothing to do with you have to love God. You have to have ecstatic devotion. Well, my friends, it's time for the great revelation. It's time for the apocalypse. It's time for the new world order, the new normal. Everybody's going to know God, even the demons. And we're going to convince them that this is a better deal. This is real immortality, man. This is real happiness that you can't get with your billions of dollars. And this is real control that they're after. They want to control, man. You want to control? I got control, man. You can't get any better control than I found in my life. Oh, talk about arrogance, Amy. Oh, are we over the top with it? I got control over two persons that created this whole shebang, all these things. I got control of those two. And you know who I mean. I don't have to name any names, do I? Now that's control. What, a few thousand millions living entities? What is that? They're all inside the one I control. That I call every day. Keeps me here 365 days a year, multiple times daily. Okay, you can go away, Leroy. He's full. Yeah, go ahead. You can go away for a few days. You've had enough, man. I ain't had enough, man. I never get enough. Of course, Leroy has none of that arrogance inside him, does he? He's just a humble as pie, right? This is called using a thorn to pluck out a thorn. See, people think the thorn of transcendental mellows is the external thorn, but no, it's different. It's a different kind of thorn. It plucks out the real, the thorny stuff, man. That stuff that's in the way. What does it mean to represent Lord Chaitanya? What is it? Just you represent his. If Lord Chaitanya is in you, then you're going to be like him, right? Oh boy, was he arrogant sometimes. Oh boy, was he humble sometimes. Oh boy, was he intelligent sometimes. That's why people, they read the literature now, they become ecstatic because somebody's teaching them by example of who Lord Chaitanya was. Hey, under Prabhupada, he has his full approval, by the way. We see so many pies, we can start a bakery. Boy, she got a good sense of humor, man. Where'd she come from, man? She's just a food service. She ain't advanced enough to be in our Sangha. She's just a cheerleader that failed the team, and look at her now, man. She's getting great insights, great jokes too. That's the best of all. Vrindavan's full of jokes, a lot of joking going on. A lot of humble pies or wolves in sheep's clothing. That's what it really is. Yeah, Maya is like that. She imitates the truth. That's how she works. See? You got to find a better magician to unravel her tricks. That's Krishna. He shows the devotees how he works in this world. All imitation. Okay? People are attracted to relationships, right? They oh, this person's really charismatic. See? But it's a false ego. You know? Oh, this person, this person is intelligent, but it's all about the world and worldly things and worldly talk that keeps your consciousness down in the world, you know? Oh, this person so the higher levels speculate. Oh, they speculate so nicely. Ooh, look at all that philosophy. Even in the Vaishnava mood, we had some big philosopher gurus and so-called acharyas that Prabhupada said weren't acharyas. Oh, let me just repeat what Prabhupada said. Actually, none of my godbrothers are actually acharyas. Oh, and Narayan Maharaj said, oh, actually, all of them are. Who do you believe? Yeah, oh, they're all. Even the one that Prabhupada said was a black snake. I was there. I heard all these things. Yeah. People don't know these secrets. You get to know them because you have faith in this guy here. You egg me on like this, you know. I see. It's your fault. Don't. You didn't have to become a disciple and friends. If you wouldn't, you would never hear any of this. I would be nice and quiet, like a church mouse. Be quiet. I wouldn't tell you what Lord Caitanya was really like, or show you what he was really like. That's the best. You show what he's like. You show that arrogance, man. You show that humility. You show that ecstasy. Of course, you know, according to what a thimble full of it could be, you know. Oh, there she is. Oh, my other favorite girlfriend. Hey, how's your thing? Is it better? Getting better? Healing up? Yeah. Yeah, good. Okay. More or less. Okay. Well, you won't be walking a dog for a while. That's and the dog, he came out unscathed, jumping around. Watch for the hidden wolf. Yes, yes, I've eaten. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All right, I'll read something now. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Oh. Hare Krishna. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we'll read from Srimad Bhagavatam or something. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Let's read the first verse of Questions by the Sages. In case we have any new people, because new people are asking me, they want to hear what we're doing. So I got to start a little basic. Okay, Questions by the Sages.
What book is that, Guru Maharaj? Sorry.
Huh? What?
What book is that then? What book is it?
Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 1, verse 1.
Canto 1.
Canto 1, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Canto 1, yeah, sorry. Actually, I'll read the second verse. It's one of my favorites. Actually, I'll read the third verse and then the second verse. We'll go backwards. Let's try that. Only I just looked at it, it like jumped out at me. So let's go with that, man. O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literatures. That is it, man. You see, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, but you can't speculate to relish it. See, that's why everybody naturally speculates. You need to associate with devotees who actually relish Srimad Bhagavatam and taste its nectar without speculation. And that's the only way to get this. People are speculating on so many things because they haven't experienced this special taste, because your spirit has to be awakened. You haven't had the special mercy of the Lord in some lifetime, and then that's why you can tell who is an associate of the Lord, because when they come into this world already an associate, when they come in this world and they get the book and they either meditate on these verses or even and especially chant them, there's relish just develops like spontaneously. See, another lifetime. But most aren't like that. See? And that's the guru. The guru is meant to get people purified, like Jesus taught the same. This is the guru principle. Why he came. If there was no reason for a Jesus, that he wouldn't have come. People couldn't do it with the Pharisees who were speculating. They couldn't reach through into God, who he really was, and they're speculating on it because they're not experiencing it. So Jesus came. Yeah, he was already there. You see, where's his guru? Nobody knows. Okay? Who was Nityananda's guru? Nobody knows. It's always like that. Who was Bhaktivinoda's guru? Some neophyte that rejected him at the end of his life. His guru wasn't even qualified to have him. He only did it just to make a show, to show you need to go this way. He wanted to be an example. Okay? No. So relish Srimad Bhagavatam. So people have to learn to relish this from a relisher. That's simple. You got to look at Lalita. Look at Shamagori here. Look, she's relishing this. She's not speculating. She's tasting this nectar. Isn't that what the way Arjuna was? If you haven't found a real guru, you haven't found the real Krishna. Krishna, that same Krishna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra works through the genuine guru. And the same result is, you're just like Arjuna saying, my Arjuna or Krishna, my ears are like tongues. Go on speaking. Eh? You're like that. See, therefore you're delivered already. You're like Maharaj Parikshit. Go on speaking. Nobody listened, just like now. Nobody listened to Sukadev. They laughed at him just like they laugh here. They laughed at Jesus. They laughed at Krishna. And you don't think they're going to laugh at Gaur Hari Das? Of course. Fools deride Krishna or his devotee when they descend to this world, because that's how Maya hides them. Shows the person's position. They laugh at the truth. But you guys aren't laughing, are you? Well, Lalita is. She says the pranams to her guru and laughing. What kind of reverence is that? Can you imagine? I'm offended. She's laughing at me. She's not reverent. Nobody says to Jaipataka and Radhanath and Acharya Dev those kinds of laughing pranams. They're very serious, right? And nothing happens. Here, stuff happens, man. Stuff happens. It's tangible, substantial stuff. The stuff. You know what the stuff is? The stuff. Krishna's the stuff, right? Shamaguri, he's the stuff. Radha's the stuff. You got any of that stuff, man? You start to see, man, this group here makes the Lord substantial. We can almost feel it like stuff we feel in the world. There's all this stuff, but all it is stuffing, man. It's not alive, man. It's just stuff, man. But this is the stuff. This is the substance, summum, subsummum, bonum. They got all nothing but skin and bones out there because they're just all fasting still, eating khichdi like those persons who are doing austerities to attain Krishna, those gopis, and they're eating unspiced khichdi. See, food with no salt. That's the name of God without butter, or salt, and all these nice spices of transcendental mellows. Are we doing better there, Leroy? See, oh, expert and thoughtful men. Now this, you know what the miracle is? Who the heck is expert and thoughtful here? That the Lord Chaitanya gives that to all of us. Where none of us are qualified to relish Srimad Bhagavatam or any of these devotional literature. Lord Chaitanya gives it to the person that he gives his mercy to. And that person, because so overflowing with mercy and the mood of the Lord, which is what? Munificence, magnanimity, and powerful mercy. That these gurus, because they haven't attained it, they can't give you ecstatic devotion, but you're getting it, right? Because you found somebody that's a recipient of this. See? In the real way, not in the fake way. Fake way, oh, let's see, I'm going with Guru Dave. I got to put on my uniform. Oh, you see, silk. Yeah, see the gold watch. Oh, the rings. Oh, you see the tilak straight, isn't there? Look, not even a mistake in that, man. All the props, eh? No, you need somebody. People need to identify what is this mercy of Lord Chaitanya, man. Well, let me tell you, because nobody seems to know, except you guys, recipients of it. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya is the mercy to relish devotional literatures, even Bhagavad Gita, especially the devotional purport. Okay? Is to taste the nectar, the highest nectar that liberated souls taste, even though we don't deserve it. That's my Lord Chaitanya. That's the one I promote. That's the one I transmit into this world to deliver the world. No one has been so merciful. He's the extension of Jesus Christ, giving you what Jesus was thinking in the future. He's the extension. He's where Lord Chaitanya, Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta and Bhaktivinoda were driving us towards to understand. This is the postgraduate understanding, man. There's no degree beyond this. You're going to just get the degree of real pure devotion. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, you can take it. Enjoy. The degree of devotion you're going to get. You're going to get a degree in devotion, and that devotion is going to increase to a PhD, and then a super PhD, and a super PhD, and it's going to increase forever and never stop increasing. Your intelligence will get deeper, 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 more and more and more. Okay? That's the kind of mercy being distributed in this Sangha. I can't help it that people aren't intelligent enough to appreciate it, and except for the few the Lord sends here. I can't help it that people think this ecstatic devotion is horrible because they're just fools and rascals. Still, see, I'm a fool and a rascal, but a happy one, an intelligent one. One who is, you know what intelligence is? To have the intelligence of Amy, just to receive the mercy. Now that's intelligence. If you're a big PhD at Vaishnava, playing the piano nicely, but you don't have the intelligence to receive this exquisite mercy being distributed right here every friggin' day, 365 days a year, you're not very intelligent, man. That's Maya fooling everybody. Anybody get it? Hint, hint, hint. People need to know this because they think, I'm going to go back to Godhead believing in the big PhDs. Yeah, I'm sorry, you ain't qualified enough. See? People just need to know the famous, fantastic mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And all you need is one devotee who has realized that and has gotten the order to distribute it, just like I did, just like Nityananda did, like Prabhupada gave to me also, just like the order was given to Madhavendra Puri from Krishna. He said, I'm going to appear in the world and deliver them because of your ecstatic love. Same thing with Nityananda, because of and Advaita, because of their ecstatic love, I'm going to appear in the world and deliver people. You called me, I've come, and I don't come for no reason. I've been chanting for 22 years after the order of Prabhupada, and Krishna has come. He's come. You're the examples of it already. He's come and he's delivered the world, and you're a part of that world, right? He's delivered your world into the ecstatic realm. Forever. You think you're going back there, Shamaguri? You don't even want to go back. You want to go deeper into this? You want to be a Vaidhi Bhakti again? Or you want to relish mellows, man? You want to become mellow yellow? Really mellow and yellow like the avatar. You'll see. Her color's already changing, notice? Lalita's looking more like Balaram, and she's looking more like Lord Chaitanya. You notice? She's getting kind of white. Maybe it's the video. I think she has a thing for Balaram. She's not telling us. Are you doing?
I'm very, very white, Guru Maharaj, always.
Are you having an affair with Balaram and not telling us? Come on. I think she's having an affair with Balaram. Oh, Balaram. Balaram. The real Balaram.
I'm not talking about my affairs.
She keeps some things secret. Well, we'll wait to her next class. Then she reveals all. She starts squealing like a squealer. Oh, expert and thoughtful men. So the Lord gives us that expertise to relish. That's why the Lord Chaitanya is considered the most magnanimous incarnation. He gives everything. He gives the ability to relish transcendental mellows, which is the highest platform devotional service. It was what um, Devaki and Devaki and Vasudev, they did austerities for 60,000 years. They could live that long at that time to get what the Lord was giving. You see, and not even giving that much, but he to get what he was giving freely. Now, that's why he's the most magnanimous incarnation. Nobody's done this, and nobody's realized that mercy unless you're a recipient of it. Look, if I could be like I am, a fool number one, man. I am a rascal, a fool, nothing special at all. The only thing special is what lives inside me. That's it, man. You know, and that means there's not hope only. You know, people have hope with Jesus. No, assurance here. Assurance, man. There's no doubt. You come here and stay a while, you will get Krishna. Because already people are getting Krishna, man. Hey, man. I don't have to exaggerate. There's no exaggeration. It's FACT. Well, is it factual that people are getting Krishna with Acharya Devs and Radhanaths and all that? I don't see any facts. Is it factual that they're getting it with Narayan Raj? I didn't see any facts. I don't see any ecstasy like I see in Johan and Lalita. Full-fledged fructification of love of God. I don't see any of that. Oh, and they studied and they've done austerities. I see lots of study and lots of austerities, but I don't see the love of God. That's what I want. I don't want to be known. Oh, Gohari, wow, he died, and well, he lost here. Oh, did he memorize verse? That's going to be my eulogy. No. Gohari, he was a big fool, but boy, did he have love of Krishna inside him? Did he have devotion manifest? Did he have intelligence? It's amazing. Such a fool could sing like a songbird. The truth could reveal what has never been revealed up to this point. Could explain the secret of the secrets, the most confidential secret. Yeah, even like a fool, absolute. This guy must have been a recipient of the mercy, an example of the most fallen soul that had the Lord's mercy and was distributing it. Yeah, where people are getting that mercy and not getting. It's not in the Ryan Raj's group, not even in one, not even in the most intelligent ones. Superficially intelligent, anyway. That's what it is to me. Yeah. So if you guys wanted to come, so that'll be my eulogy. You know, oh yeah, Gohar, he was the biggest fool, but boy, man, people got love of God there. That must be Lord Chaitanya. Must have been working there. Boy, what an example of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Such a rascal and a fool, you know, a fallen person like Gohar. He was the lowest of the low. But man, the Lord delivered so many people through him. Let's leave it with that and we'll figure it all. And you're all going to be like that too. Oh, that's the good news, man. You're going to be, you know, they're going to say the same thing like that about you. Because my Lord ain't miserly. He came to make people acharyas like that. You're nothing special, you know, and you know it, but the Lord is living inside you. That's all you need. Radha and Krishna inside, alive. What cannot be accomplished? What do you think it means when Arjuna chose Krishna? And Duryodhana was like those gurus in ISKCON and all of them. They're choosing the opulences. Oh, the buildings. They're choosing the money Prabhupada accumulated. They're choosing the buildings. They're choosing their little GBC declarations. You know what that's like? It's like the government printing money The governments, they print money and say, oh, this has value. It has no friggin' value. It's just friggin' paper. But it has value because they say so. No substitute, nothing backing it. Nothing backing their speculations, their words. They should just believe it. We print up our titles. We roll them out like the Federal Reserve. They're just printing and everything. All the money is flying. Yeah. Look at all we make gurus. We got 1,000 ISKCON now. We just roll them off the press, man. Look at them all. It must be true. Just believe us. They'll take you back to Godhead. See, no, nothing backing them. But here you got a worthless looking guy with no tilak, nothing. But he's got backing. See, Radha and Krishna are inside here. You could, the backing here. I got backing, man. It looks worthless on the outside. Looks worthless for Lalita and all these others getting Krishna. You look like worthless to the world, except there's backing there. There's substance there. Radha and Krishna are alive inside you. And preaching and sharing and delivering. Passing the babies around, Radha and Krishna, awakening. And everybody's got this worthless paper money, paper titles. That's all it is a degree on the wall. Here, let me take it off the wall and throw it in the basket. That easy. Try to take my degree. Take my degree. My degree is the devotee. Take it away. Let's see you. Take away this knowledge and understanding. Let's see you. You can't. All you could do is chop this head off, and then I'll go preach it somewhere else in some other place. Just take on another body. What's the big deal? I'll have the same consciousness, just like you guys. No, it's not just for me that I'm just going to be. I'm here to make exalted persons. That is my work. Let Krishna, appear in the hearts of others and deliver them. That's simple. What do we got going here? Woo. All right. Let's see what else. O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literatures. It was the mature fruit. All the Vedic literatures, all the the Upanishads and everything still had a little bit, hiding the Lord a little bit. The mature fruit is exposing the Lord. The mature fruit of all Vedic literatures is about the glories of devotion that reveals God. The confidential purport that's only revealed to real devotees who have in possession. Their only possession is the devotional potency. That's the only thing I can take with me. That's my only real safety here. People are scrambling to be safe in the world some other way, and it won't work. The greatest mercy is the Lord taking away that safety, so there's only Him. Just like this is no different than when Hiranyakashipu was in the world. He took all the safety, all the safety away from all the demigods, even in the heavenly planets. They weren't safe. He was the only one who could give safety, but it was never good when it's given by the illusory potency. It's a lie. It's another sham. Okay? Prahlad didn't need that, right? Yeah, that's what you got to meet as a Prahlad. You got to meet devotees, real devotees, whose safety is like Prahlad's. His safety was chanting the holy name in ecstasy, and boldly preaching the truth. That he never lost that. That eventually drew the Lord in physically manifest. Destroy the demons. Here the Lord he's doing a better one. He's appearing internally in the hearts of everybody and destroying your demons. All these things are metaphors too about how the Lord works. See, when Madhavendra Puri said, because of your ecstatic love, I'm going to appear in the world and I'm going to appear in the world and deliver it. Okay? So how did he do that? You think it was just the deity? He appeared in the hearts of people. Otherwise, it's still external bhakti. How many people worshiping external deities, right? There had to be something more than that. That's what he said. Hey, man, you got to go in the jungle and uncover that jungle growth. Take choppers and spades. This is what we do. This is the jungle growth here. These are the choppers and spades. We're going in the jungle to uncover the deity in you. Isn't it? Do you see that? Can you understand these pastimes now? How do I know this? Because it's true. The Lord is living inside here. He knows all this. He informs his intimate devotees. You want to become an intimate devotee, anybody? You want to know these kinds of things? Well, first you got to hear them from, you got to follow the process. You got to eventually realize, I got to get the real guru. I got to get the real spiritual master. I have to have the real associate of Lord Chaitanya. I have to follow the process they teach. They teach because they're an experienced devotees. What do I know? This, you want to know who humility is? Is Acharya Dev coming and say, what do I know? I don't have what you guys have. I don't have what Gohari's disciples. Now that's humility, not some faint or Radhanath. Ooh. No, humility is Radhanath. You come here and say, boy, I would like what Lalita has. Let me kiss her feet. Look at her guru kiss her feet. Why shouldn't I? Oh man, I'm boy, this is really great. Now that's humility, not going around. Gohari, oh, you go, told my disciple, you get out of his sangha. He is not authorized. He's not in the real parampara. You think that's humility? You think that's pleasing to Krishna? Are you kidding? That disciple is still gone because of his word. And Narayan Raj's word, still gone. No ecstasy, not a lot of pride. Last time I contacted, he says, wow, man, I can chant 1 lakh a day. See how much advanced I am? More than you? Well, he didn't say more than you, but that's what he's inferring. Don't know. They don't know. They think pride is bhakti. Sorry, not that kind of pride. Not that. Not material pride. Not pride in how much you can do. Okay? How about pride in how much God can do in you? See, that's person who's realized the truth. See, that thing, they're still in the Narayan Raj group really working on this, how much they can do. Yeah, I don't preach like that. I preach the truth. How much the Lord can do. Of myself, I can't do anything. Like Jesus, like Prabhupada. It's always like that. If the same Lord is in you and the false ego is dismantled, you speak like that. You act like that. Truthfully, I will rather explain to a person a few pounds underweight than a few pounds overweight, right? A few pounds underweight. Yeah, I don't know. I have to think about it. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're saying exactly. Maybe I'll catch it later. I'll figure it out. Okay. The mature fruit of desire to learn. It emanated from the lips of Shukadev Goswami. There you go. So, was Srimad Bhagavatam meant to be heard? You notice, or read only? All of this stuff. You notice the real process is you hear from a person who has the mercy of God. Literally. The spiritual potency lives in them and inspires them, speaks through them. That's the essence of this process of quick purification. Okay? It emanated, Srimad Bhagavatam emanated from the lips of Shukadev Goswami. See, lips. Okay? Who did Arjuna? He was reading, he read the Vedas, but he didn't understand the heart of them, did he? Until he heard the essence from Krishna. It's the same thing here. Look how many people coming here. Look at Johan, 25 years studying Prabhupada's books. Look at Freddie, also long time studying Prabhupada's books, now understanding them because they're hearing them. Because the Bhagavatam says, by the action of the book, or Caitanya Charitamrita, and the Bhagavad, they're all saying the same thing. By the action of the book Bhagavad and the devotees. What is the action of the devotee? Lip service, man. But real, substantial lip service. See? Love of God is awakened in the heart. You get purified, all your miseries go away. You become situated on the path because the Lord, that you shall know the truth awakens in your heart. See? Now you can relish the scriptures even on your own. Look at you guys. You're reading them on your own in ecstasy. Look at Lalita's readings. Oh my God, she reads one or two words and poof, she's off. Look at a River. She reads in ecstasy. Okay? When you love these books like that, that's true love. That means you love God. Otherwise, you don't love God yet. When you love a devotee telling you the real Bhagavatam, you love what they say, you're loving God. If you don't love what a real devotee says, like or emanates, you're not a devotee. You're contaminated. Like that guy, he says, what you're doing is horrible. You're that ecstasy these people have are horrible. He said, I kind of like that. Our little the Mayavadi guy. He was laughing too. Oh, I like that. Well, he's still green. He still has to go and prove himself that he's wants to go deeper and not stay in that usurping position. Where you just take and then you go away. You know how many people? Meena did that. Mahaviri did that. My ex-wife did that. But you know what? They all lose it. They gotta either they come back and get more purified, or they just go into oblivion. You got to pass the Mayavadi thing. You can't. That's where you kick the spiritual master away. Okay? Where you got this bliss and ecstasy, you don't acknowledge it. Can you imagine that they're stuck in it? They don't see that. They don't see. They kick the guru away. Then they just go to their realization is diminished. See, so Brahma was a good example of that. Lord Brahma stole the cowherd boys. Of course, this is just Leela, It's all Leela anyway. If anything connected here is Leela, so people can understand how to find the real path, how to enter Vrindavan and stay there and not get out, run out. So Brahma steals the cowherd boys, right? And then he gives back, he apologizes and everything. But then he goes to see Krishna and Dwarka one day. And they let him in, and Radha and Krishna are on the throne, or Krishna and Dwarka and whoever, Rukmini or somebody on the throne, sitting there. What does he see? Krishna, Rukmini? He sees a dazzling light. He sees Brahman. Before he could see Krishna, but now he can only see Brahman. And the doorman says, "Oh well, you see, the doorman is the guru to preach to Brahma, even to teach him. See, the doorman is the intimate servant of the Lord. What do you think we got here? We got doormen and women to teach people what they don't understand. They don't understand that they're being dazzled, like that guy coming here. He's being dazzled by the Brahman. His realization is not deep enough. Okay? So Brahma says, why can't I see the lords? Why can't I see them? Oh, well, you stole the cowherd boys. You committed an offense, so your realization is down a notch. You're down in Brahman now. All you can see is the dazzling light. You can't see the form of the Lord. Okay? That's why anybody coming here, you can go all the way. You can go through that dazzling light and see the real form of the Lord. What, with your eyes? No, with the transcendental eye of devotion. You can relish these names and these pastimes. See? And you can speak under the inspiration of the absolute truth and convey it to others to wake them up if they listen, if they believe in your word. Look at you guys. You've surpassed all of the gurus and all of the movements, contemporary movements, all of them just by hearing from the real source, from where it's really being empowered. That's proof is in the pudding. Talk about proof. You've gotten what none of the Vaishnavas I've seen. You've gotten what none of the Radhakund Babajis I've seen got. None of the gurus got. They're all just talking and showing, prancing around, just like Jesus said, on the high stages, sitting on the high seats. Didn't Jesus wearing the robes? All of that, they haven't surpassed that. That's all false ego still. But you guys, just by hearing and following the real process that I stand up for, I'm committed to, that I'm preaching, I don't care what the fools don't like it. Fools don't accept it. Too bad for you. Look at you guys. You're accepting and hearing it. Look what it does. Then you look, I'm not just talking out of my hat. It's all in the book, right? Look at Mars picture. He went back to Godhead in 7 days. Look at you guys. You go back to Godhead pretty quick too. You don't have to leave the body to go. No snake bird's going to bite you, but you're in the same place he was. Same consciousness and more, actually, because Lord Chaitanya came later and is giving more. You want giggle food? Just come to Lalita's class later on. She gives the giggle food. I do this. This is everybody has their way. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful. Although its nectarian juice was already relishable for all. That's why when you hear Srimad Bhagavatam, it's even more relishable from a devotee. The thing is, the contamination Kali Yuga is so bad. You pretty much have to hear from real devotees. Otherwise, you just think, well, maybe it's not really here. I mean, I did. I was in ISKCON 5 years. I lost faith in Prabhupada because I had it in the very beginning. I had the relish and everything, but being around Vaidhi Bhaktas who basically their gurus, they just went in and took over the movement. They didn't understand the mind of a real devotee. Therefore, I was cut off from what I came for. So people, you lose. And then they even told me, don't listen to Prabhupada's tapes. Listen to the guru's tapes. It got worse. They still preach that, I think, just like when they told the Christians, the Catholics, don't read the Bible. Hear it from these guys. Now, that's sort of true, but that's the fake out. That's what Maya does. It's sort of true, but not. See, the real truth is you do hear it from a person who's really empowered by the real bhakti. Then it has effect. But when you hear it from those imitating that, that's why it doesn't work. That's why it works here and didn't work there. Didn't even work with Narayan Raj. He was preaching Raganuga Bhakti, wasn't he? PureBhakti.com. All Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. But no ecstatic love was awakening. Still hasn't. I've never seen it. And proof is they want her to give up my association before she can go, right? Did they say that? You got to give up Gaurahari's association before you can come with me? Did they say that there, Shamaguri? Yeah? So that's proof of contamination. That's like one of the highest gurus in Narayan Raj's groups in an elevator would not even look at me. That's contamination. That's what she got. 25 years being with Narayan Raj, still contaminated. Couldn't get it off. That's how far Maya goes. That's how far Putana goes, the false representative of Vrindavan. Eh? And we're here just to shine a light on the whole situation. Can you imagine? You know, I mean, I'm not saying anything not from experience. You're even getting the experience. They're saying, can you imagine thinking, well, why would they say don't go see Goahari? He's got so much ecstasy that they're all worshiping. They say so much intelligence that comes that they don't have. Why wouldn't you think people should come there? Okay? But they don't think like that. It's like pride. See, they think pride is bhakti. Oh, I'm renounced. Ooh, we're really in etiquettes. Oh, we do is you know mode of goodness, not good enough. It's like filthy rags before Lord Chaitanya. It really is. Paul was right, and even now more right. Before Lord Chaitanya, man, the only real option to get his mercy in this life for somebody who has sufficient intelligence, you find those who have the mercy. Only place I've seen is here. Come forward and prove us wrong, but nobody ever does. Prove us there's more ecstasy somewhere else, more love of God somewhere else, more intelligent classes, talks about Krishna than someone else, more people standing up, witnessing, yes, man, my life is revolutionized. Love of God is awakened in my heart. Oh, I'm so fortunate. None of that. But here, nobody in the Raimar standing up and say, wow, I achieved the love of God by the mercy of my Guru Devs. No, none of that. See, except here. Maybe we are the only game in town. What do you think? How many Jesuses were there? How many Prabhupads were there? There's usually only a few or one. But look at this. This is the great mercy. We're making more than that. We're here to make acharyas, not to have just one for the next 10,000 years. Why not make Shamagori an acharya? Why not? Why not make oh, that would really humble these gurus, man. We'll make Amy. She's already a acharya in the making, man. She'll humble. I don't need to do it. I can't do it. I think Amy's the only one who could really do it. Oh man, that's how Krishna's gonna do it. I know that's his plan. Amy's gonna do it. They're gonna have to kiss her feet, man. I'll kiss her feet. I think she's got, man, look at that faith. I'm attracted to faith. I'm attracted to realization, devotion, man. I'll kiss anybody's feet with devotion. If you don't, you're in false ego out there. Yes, the billionaires, food, giggles. Yeah, exactly. uh, okay, I think we'll stop here. My voice is going to stop a little bit. Thank you very much. I'll rest up the voice and come back again for some more fun and games.